Hello everyone! This is another food for thought video where I'll be providing you delicious insight to mental health and wellness. Today I have baklava with me and I'm going to talk about habits. Did you know that bad habits, whether good or bad, but I'm going to focus on the not so positive, are not formed overnight? So for example, those things of feelings of depression, anxiety, or feeling anxious, or having those negative thought patterns, or those negative things that we do, they don't happen overnight. They actually occur over time, a little bit by a little bit. Like those little nuts you see here. I don't know if I can zoom in a little closer. Here we go. Those little specks of nuts. It's a little bit. Just think of them as experiences. Those life experiences or actions that we take. Every action that we take that reinforces that pattern, it becomes part of this whole. And the more we do it, it becomes more ingrained, because that's why you can see they're at the deeper bottom levels, not at this top level here. If you think of this flaky pastry here as our conscious logic process thinking part of the mind, and the bottom layers are like our subconscious, deeper thoughts, experiences, memories, long-term beliefs. That takes time to build, because you'll probably notice here there's layers and layers and layers, and even like with the fluffy conscious top, there's layers to it too. So it doesn't happen overnight. And how does it happen? Well, especially with the not so positive ones, we just kind of chop it off as, oh, it's a one-time thing, I'm not going to do this again. So let me give you an example. It's like, oh, I got angry, I just shouted at this person. It's a mistake, I'm not going to do it again. It was just that moment. But then the next time you do it again, it's like, oh, it's just another mistake, I won't do it again. And then the more you practice it, it becomes more natural, and you can become even angrier. You'll actually, not only will you shout at them, you might say mean words, you can actually start adding the physical, because you don't notice it anymore, because it becomes part of that automated response. Or like smoking, those people who are trying to smoke and they're like, oh, I know I'm trying to smoke, I'm not going to smoke, but there's this social setting I need to be in, I'm going to be doing a lot of drinking, and I know it helps me, so it's just this one time. And then every time when you go social drinking and you know you're going to be drinking, it's just this other time. And the more you do it, you become like a social smoker, but you still are smoking. You haven't quit. And that habit forms over time, because you just think, oh, it's nothing much. It's just this one time. It's a mistake. It won't happen again. I won't do it. That's what you tell yourself in the moment. But through thought pattern and your actions, you've actually been building that. And what ends up happening is like this baklava, as you build that, it starts getting sticky. It starts becoming more part of you, as I have said. So fear not, though. When you're trying to change those habits, the not so positive one, there is a way. It takes 21 days to form a new habit, or to form those new neural pathway thoughts. And that 21 days, just think of it as just one layer, like that bottom layer here. Now, if I just gave you one layer, if I'm trying to, there we go, I got it up. If I just only gave you this one bottom layer like that, like this piece, do you think it's going to be delicious? Do you think it's going to be substantial enough to get you through? I mean, form good long-term habits? Look at how thin and flimsy this is. No. It actually takes 3 full cycles of 21 days to form a new habitual habit. So that means a total of 63 days. And science have proven that. So you need to work on it, and then you have another layer here. See that, another layer, and you need to work on it, and then another layer and work on it. And after 63 days, if you stick with it, you have formed a new habit. And it becomes habitual to the point where you don't think about it, so it's more automated. And I'm going to tell you, it takes practice. And you will get some setbacks. There's some days that will be difficult than others, more difficult than others. And just know that that's norm. You don't have to fear. And if you work through it and work long enough and you build those layers, it'll stick. Like how it's starting to see that it'll stick. So you just need to be committed to those 63 days and continually practice. Life's journey, or when you're trying to set out change, takes practice. Nothing happens in a snap like that. So with that said, so flaky. I love pistachio. Take a big bite out of life and savor it, because you only got one life to live. Do subscribe and follow me. Give me some comments. I want to hear from you guys to see how you guys help yourself stick to a new habit or forming new habits. What works for you guys? And for more information about me, please visit my website.